Peggy 16.
Oh my goodness, something I haven't seen in a very long time. Actual money! Oh, it's been so long since I've been able to spend money on something. Oh, unfortunately, I can't quite take advantage of that right now because apparently I need to learn budgeting while I'm in my current position. Starting to see why my over-the-top spending habits annoyed people. As for what Louis said, I'm afraid he's probably right. I have angered dozens of people during the last few years, and not everyone is going to move on now that I'm trying to be better. Sergeant Major Payne already made his motivations clear, and I highly doubt he will be the last. Well, if this is what it will take, I will accept it. I have a lot to own up for, and if this is the first step, I'll take it. Now, time to check into a hotel. I haven't slept in an actual bed in months.
Good evening, Multiverse! And welcome to another exciting episode of MNW Warzone. I'm your host, Warzone General Manager Jerry Aldini. And we have an exciting night of wrestling for you. And as you just heard, Sir Unkley Dunk has gotten his first paycheck. I mean, he's gotten a couple of first paychecks. He's got his first paycheck back from us. And, you know, job site, he finally got paid. And I'm glad he listened to Forrest about, hey, sir, you have to budget. And you know, it's, you get it. He never had to do that before. So now he's in a whole new world. But he's trying. I'll give him that. He's trying. Anyway, moving on to because Unkley's got the night off from us. Plus, he had to work late at the construction site. So, yeah. Tonight, in your main event, the Multiversal Ant will take on the Crimson Delinquent, Nakano Kirishima. But there's a special stipulation, not from me, from Adrian Driscoll. If the Ant wins, Juan Chance does not get another shot at the TTV Championship. How is that going to play out? Well, I can't wait to find out. Also tonight, match 3 in the best of 7 series between Osman Killick and Tiki the Troll. They are tied at 1 win apiece. Who will move ahead tonight? And we are also going to be seeing in action the likes of we're going to be seeing. Look, I've seen a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that happens around here that I try and wrap my head around, but sometimes it eludes me. And one of those is somehow there is a team up now between One True Pain and Grizzly Adams, who have vowed to make themselves the International Combat Club's problem. And part of that is going to happen tonight when there's a matchup when Grizzly Adams and a member of OTP will take on members of the International Combat Club. All that and more. But for right now, we have to look towards getting this show on the road. And as I said, our opening match, they are one apiece. Osman Killick, Tiki the Troll, best of 7 series. Right now, it's going to go a bit because there's not going to be a sweep. Well, not a big sweep if there is a sweep, because they are matched. Even Steven. Well, that'll change tonight. In fact, that'll change now as we head to ringside.
Your opening match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Osman Killick.
Sometimes wishes do come true. And in this case, the wish for a best of 7 series. Osman Killick coming to the ring to take on Tiki the Troll. I have learned that while Tiki is very popular with the Phantom community, being partners with the Punk Master Ghost, who we will see tonight, that Osman also has his fans in the Phantom community. And that entire community is very excited about this Best of 7 series.
And introducing their opponent, Tiki the Troll.
And here he is. It's time to pay the Toro toll. Tiki has been he's been celebrating this this Best of 7 series in interesting ways. I find it interesting. He's putting up things that are paired yet different. Like he's got putting up in the snack room. He filled it up with those little pudding cups where one is chocolate, one is vanilla. You know, so it's like, hey, it's pudding. Just 2 completely different flavors. Anyway, they're off. Let's see who can get ahead in this matched up series as we get into match number 3. And it looks like Osman is taking an early lead. Osman won the first match of this series, but Tiki evened it up last week. And you just saw right there why this is such a fun series. These two are so well matched, so even. There is not a clear favorite. And now going outside. And Tiki fighting his way out. And Tiki bringing Osman up, but we need to get this back in the ring soon. I mean, I know the count got broke, and we are back to having it up to 4 right now. But at some point, okay, guys, we're getting to a 7 count. No, not like, go on, Osman. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
And your winner, Tiki the Troll.
Well, he won. Wait, did Tiki just troll Osman? I guess, but a win's a win, and Tiki is now up 2-1 in this best of 7 series. So that is, well, that is a thing, and it happened. And I guess we'll just have to see what the upshot of that is next week. Meanwhile, we've had a lot of things happen recently. One of the ones that really surprised a lot of people was the match at Millennium Dragon between the Ginger Boy, Tommy Black, and Johan Mjoln for the Nexus Titan Championship. The Johan was acting injured, or claimed injury, but was still wrestling in a hammer match where the goal was to pull down Johan's hammer from the top of a ladder and then throw it at your opponent and hit them to win the match. When Tommy got the hammer and went to throw it, Johan summoned it from Tommy's hand and used it to win the match. So, a lot of people have been going, what happened there? Well, maybe we'll get some answers now as we hear from your new Nexus Titan champion, the Son of Thunder, Johan Mjoln. Wait, is Johan... Johan is moving gingerly. Is Johan still acting like he's injured? Acting like he's looking for the... Oh, no, come on. Yes, Johan, you know that's a microphone. You've been doing this for years. Warzone, what's good? I'll tell you, I'm feeling good that I won the match, even though I'm still, well, not at my best. But now that it's been settled and I've proven I'm the better man, really, Tommy Black is now just an annoyance. But he, I feel, is still a threat to my health. I want to be clear. No matter what condition I'm in, I beat him for the championship. And that should be the end of it. Jerry, I'm warning you. There had better be a clause in my contract soon that keeps Tommy from challenging me again. And look, I know that you're an important man as our general manager, Aldini, but if I don't get assurances that I don't have to face that mad Englishman again, well, I have options. So unless you want yet another Warzone title to migrate over to Flashbang, because I will go back with my belt if I do not get these assurances. Well, I'm sure you understand what's at stake. So, just do what's right. Do what you know is best for Warzone. Really what's best for everyone so that I can get back to 100% without fear of some crazed redcoat coming after me. So, yeah, whatever. Oh, my side again. Oh, Johan, it's... You know I have to sign off on all transfers, right? Although Lawson does have final say on all of this. You know what, Johan? You made a point there, and I'm going to double check it. I'm going to make a note to... Hey, Pete, backstage, I need you to make a note. Tomorrow, you and I are going to go over Johan's contract and the contractual rules surrounding the Nexus Titan Championship. Get a pin on that. Let's schedule some time. I need to know what I'm dealing with. Well, while we figure out what that's going to be like, because sure. Let's get back to some wrestling. And this next match, it's is it a rematch? Yes. Is it a match we have seen before? Absolutely. But it's a match that has a reason for happening. Because our multiversal heavyweight champion has announced that he wants to pick his next #1 contender via Elimination Chamber. And he has already announced the wrestlers who get to be in that match. And we are about to see two of them face each other in, let's call it an Elimination Chamber warm-up. And with all of that said, let's head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Leon Harcaster.
Folks, El Albatros has announced that he is giving the chance to the newest wrestlers on the roster. And one of those fresh faces is Leon Harcaster.
And introducing their opponent, MNW.
And then it's the wide bastard himself who set all this off, Minwanu, who's been agitating for a chance at El Albatros. And Alba said he's going to give him the perfect chance to prove himself by taking on other members of the new class. Now, those people that Alba named are Leon Harcaster, Minwanu, Draco Rex, the Multiverse Ant, Necrom, and because he's feeling generous, Nakano Kirishima. And we are now going to have two more of those face off in your main event when Multiversal Ant faces Nakano Kirishima. But with the added stipulation that if Nakano loses, or more importantly, if the Multiversal Ant wins, One Chance does not get a rematch for the TTV Championship. So basically a lot going on. And we're matching up here the Toa versus the Wide Bastard. They have faced each other before. They each have wins over the other. Oh, and there we go. But it's one thing to face off one-on-one in the ring. It's another in a I miscounted, 6-man elimination chamber. It's 6 people. It's been a week, folks. Because the elimination chamber, the math can be crazy and you don't know the order people are coming in. Oh, Sling Blade on the Wide Bastard. Oh, whoa. What action from Harcaster. Right now, our caster definitely in charge in this match. And I think he's frustrating Minwanu, who still can't understand how our caster can put up such a fight against him. And getting him in the corner and suplex. And oh, Hurricane Rana takedown. But the wide bastard's still not done with him. But Minwanu coming out, firing on all thrusters. Only getting a pounding from the wide desperado. And Minwanu showing just how his speed and agility can be applied. Oh, our caster bringing the pain. Hitting those triples. Oh, and just when the wide bastard thought he was getting some momentum, whoa, that was a little, yeah, I think you misjudged the distance a little too much there, Leon. Oh! But could it won? One count just when you thought, oh, right, Minwanu's gonna pull out a sneaky one. Oh, charging right in. Oh, and a kick out at 2 again. If our caster's good at one thing, it is frustrating Minwanu. And again, a reversal by the Toa. My honest opinion here, Minuano's got to learn to stop underestimating Leon. But, you know, that's just my opinion. And Leon is trying to get him, but Minuano fighting his way out. Reversed into the corner. Oh, 619. The hell? Did Leon pull a move from the Three Stooges?
And your winner, Leon Arcaster.
Okay, well, Stooge Foo or not, victory to Leon. I guess I'm just gonna sit here and be perplexed for a minute. You know what? Victory's a victory. And at least it was a clean win. And might say something about what the hell is gonna end up happening come the Elimination Chamber, which we're still kind of working out. Because Albatross has made his thoughts known. But other people have opinions. Oh, before we get to that, though, I do have to, really quick, there was a social media post during that match from Nakano Hiroshima going, "Ant, please give it your all in our fight tonight. I didn't build my reputation as a guy who wins fight by beating people with trash cans, only to get a reputation as a guy who wins through guys taking dives." Yeah, you know what, you got to appreciate, you know, at least, you know, I guess up and up on Nakano's part, or as up and up as an outlaw is ever going to get. But as I said, El Albatross is offering the Elimination Chamber, but there's somebody who thinks he is actually owed a shot ahead of everyone else that Alba is promising that shot to, and that is, of course, the Blue Hood. I want to address a lot of what's going on, but I want to be very clear on something. As a senior member of Hero Time, I want to dedicate our resources to beating down El Albatross and his Los Villanos. I mean, they're not hiding what they are. Los Villanos Ingobernable. They're telling you they're villains. And as heroes, we need to do something about it. And yes, I know we're fresh off of the War Games victory against the Outlaws and Dirty Deeds. And because of that, nothing is going to stop Hero Time from delivering justice. And part of that justice is getting the biggest prize of them all off of El Albatross. I know there was a time he and I were friends. I know there was a time he and I were partners. But he has gone down a dark path. And somebody needs to put him in his place. Wait a minute. Somebody's coming out. There's no music playing, and it's who? What are we getting here? Hood? Well, doesn't look like he's tensing for battle. Oh, it's Eustace Paragon. The leader of Hero Time. Well, you know, the Hood was saying about dedicating resources of Hero Time to dealing with Los Vianos. I guess Paragon wants to make some input on that. Hood, all right, first off, I just want to be honest with you. Hero Time as a whole is still pretty banged up after War Games, and I don't feel we can really afford another war. But I'm coming out here to make a suggestion, not to have an argument. Well, that sounds good, Eustace, because I know you and I don't always see eye to eye, but even you have to admit that Albatross and his minions are a problem that have to be dealt with. Right? Actually, yes, I completely agree with your point. That's why I said I want to make a suggestion. We have to be smart in how we allocate our resources. And we are not done with the Outlaws by far. So this is what I'm going to recommend. Kane and I will deal with the Outlaws. Oh, I see where you're going with this. So you and Kane will focus on the Outlaws, while Power Surge and I focus on Los Vianos. In other words, don't just go crazy, have a strategy. Exactly. Look, I've learned that there's no sense in us trying to fight over what we're going to do. So let's make it a strategy. And look, you know that Nakano in particular is not going to let up on Hero Time. He's fighting one of us tonight. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And I think you're making the right call. I see where you're coming with this, and I cannot disagree with the plan. So you and Kane are well suited to deal with the Outlaws. And Power Surge and I work well together, and we will deal with Los Vianos. Good. I'm glad we're in agreement, but Hood, please, I am asking you, do not escalate this too far for us right now. Like I say, we're banged up, we're drawn out. Don't make this into something that we aren't going to be able to handle. Well, you know I don't deal well with warnings, Eustace, but I will try. I will try to not let this get out of hand. But, I mean, let's be honest. You know Alba as well as I do. Yeah, I know that's why I'm agreeing to this as far as I am. Just, we got to be smart, and we don't have a lot of extra resources. Leon and Ant are focusing on being in the elimination chamber, which could help your plan if one of them gets a shot at Alba. Just let's go smart. Well, you know, I mean, it's a strategy. It is definitely a strategy, but I think it's also fair for us to be honest that both the Hood and Power Surge can get very passionate when they're dealing out justice. How about that? I guess we're just going to have to see how it goes. But while that's going on, we still have more wrestling to do. But before we get into this next match, there is a person who is going to be in that elimination chamber. And he is not scheduled to appear in a match tonight. And I'm, of course, speaking of TPK's Dragon Warrior, Draco Rex. And while he is not here tonight, he did send in a message. Let's go listen to that now.
Oh, what an opportunity. I must thank you, Mr. Aldini. This has me chomping at the bits. An elimination chamber for the chance to go after the biggest gold. And all I gotta do is go through 5 others locked in with me. So my obstacles are a bright-eyed Toa, a bandit who I teamed and fought with back to back, a Barati punk who's having a temper tantrum over their beta getting fired, and the ant who beat me on my debut. The other one who's a legitimate threat is the dark masked one. What we have here is the literal lambs coming to the lion's den. Or in this case, the dragon's lair. Now, whether I win or not, I'm not gonna waste this opportunity with desperation. I will claw, bite, burn, and rip you all asunder to win. So come, my rivals, into the fires of battle, and onto the anvil of war, as I smelt you into my legacy.
You're welcome. I mean, honestly, it's Alba that's actually giving him the opportunity, but I'm not going to mince words. That's a good attitude there. You know what, Draco, you've been doing great. Keep doing what you're doing, and yeah, we'll see what happens at the Elimination Chamber. Obviously, between now and then, we will be seeing more of you in action. But while that we wait for that day to come, we've got some action we need to get to here tonight with our next matchup. And look, I'm going to be honest, this match isn't, there's no feud, there's no animosity. It's just 2 wrestlers getting in. One of them who, you know, we were talking about it earlier tonight. He's got his own cadre of fans. I mean, they are his cadre of Phantom fans. And they've already seen his partner win tonight. Let's see if he can win. With that, let's head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Punk Master Ghost.
And folks, you may not be able to see it, but the Phantom fans are going wild at the appearance of the Punk Master Ghost. And of course, his Troll Train partner, Tiki the Troll, is now up 2-1 in that best of 7 series he has with Osman Killick. Now PM would just like to add another win to his column, looking for his next opportunity.
And introducing their opponent, Suplex Sam.
And representing VIP, it is Suplex Sam. Coming to ringside, looking to get another win for his faction. As he often likes to remind us, technically, Los Villanos Ingobernables are part of VIP, and any victory for them is a victory for VIP, which I assume El Albatros agrees on? But for now, it is time for Sam to go one-on-one with the Punk Master Ghost. And right now, Sam going for a leg drop on PM, but the Ghost slipped away. And the Phantom fans go wild. Sam trying for that bear hug, but PM, clapping his way out. Sam trying to, regret himself, but slammed down by the Punky Phantom. I thought Sam was going to go for a suplex as per his name, but instead he just tossed him. And they match up again. Sam has got the Ghost down. Can he take advantage? As the Ghost getting back in the ring, Sam took that turnbuckle off. Leg sweep by the Ghost. The Ghost, just bringing the mosh pit to him. Going for a pin. The ref was distracted by the turnbuckle. rope assisted neck breaker. Oh, what a blow! And the Punk Master Ghost back in the ring. Sam joining him. And, oh, getting on Ghost Rider. Oh, too close to the ropes. And with Sam getting loose and, oh, reversed by the Ghost again. And, oh no. You're about, oh, the Ghost decided no, little high. Oh! Hung out to dry. And now a mid-rope hammer strike. Oh, and dropping the blow. Oh, Sam absorbed that blow. And now suplex. Oh, it's time for the triplets. 2, 3, 2, and a kick out of 2 by the Ghost. And oh, going for it again. 1, 2, kick out of 2. The Ghost is refusing to die. Not the first time he's done that. And it's time for a Samplex. And kicks out on the Samplex. And going for it again. A second Samplex. And a second kick out. Sam is getting angry. And a Ghost Rider on Sam, and it's too much!
And your winner, Punk Master Gold.
And PM with the victory, the Punky Phantom victorious. Well, that's a clean sweep for Soul Train tonight. And the night, it just keeps rolling. But that now leaves us with, well, we've still got a lot going on. And for what is coming up next, there was some questions left hanging last week during an in-ring confrontation between Sergeant Major Payne and Wonderball. And there was some things left hanging in the air that Payne said he had to think about. So let's hear what the results of that are going to be as we head down to hear from the unknown soldier, Sergeant Major Payne. You know what? Let's be clear. I think it's a surprise to no one that I am sick and tired of Wonderball. There's so many better things I could be doing with my life. But he is like that itch you cannot scratch. And let's be honest, that count-out win was cheap, Wonderball. But I'm more angry at myself for having tapped. So, you know what? Let's make it interesting, Wonderball. Let's have a match with no tapping, no breaks, no surrender. Wonderball, I am challenging you to a street fight. And you know what? I would expect that you're going to whine and wiggle and try and get out of a match that you just can't cheat your way out of. So that's why I have to sweeten the pot. Because I'll give you what you told me you wanted last week. You win against me in a street fight, and you get my big oof title shot. How does that sound? But if I win, we are done. And Wonderball, you have 1 week. You hear me? 1 week to give me your answer. And see if you're going to get a shot to be a real champion for once in your life. Or are you just going to keep being a sniveling little coward? I can't wait to hear back from you. Well, I guess there we have it. A lot of us wondered what was going to be happening on that front. And now we know Sergeant Major Payne will put his Big Oof title shot on the line to face Wonderball in a street fight. I Despain has decided it's time to get brutal. Now, folks, a lot has, I don't know if you can tell, if I've seemed a little distracted earlier in the evening, there's good reason. I've been getting a lot of messages back and forth from various parties about various things that were said in the ring earlier, particularly involving a meeting between the leadership of Hero Time. And there's been a lot of name calling, posturing. But there's a way we're going to deal with it. We're going to have a match. And when I say we're going to have a match, I mean we're going to have a match right now. Because it looks like at this point the great plan of Hero Time is kicking off into high gear. And what does that look like? Well, the easiest way to find out is for us to head to ringside.
The following is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, it's Hero Time.
Well, check your clock, because it is the midnight hour as Hero Time, specifically the subgroup known as the Midnight Riders, are coming to ringside, and they are going to be facing members of Los Villanos Ingobernable. And we're going to have to see how this one plays out.
And introducing their opponents, Los Villanos Ingobernable.
And it is the scion of the Bell Dynasty and the mad genius of Lucha, Strongman Bell and Ignacio Cervantes. And the Hood bringing it to Strongman Bell. And scooping him up and slamming him down. And with Ignacio now in the ring. Oh, bringing the Hood down. The Hood putting up a great fight against Strongman. Now facing Ignacio, but getting the quick tag, the power surge. Strongman Bell getting out of the ring after getting some punishment by the Blue Hood. Oh, kicking him, bringing him down, knee to the gut. No! Bell posing, taken out by Blue Hood. And Hood, being the legal man, resets the count. And Strongman Bell stuck in the wrong part of town. One count from Ignacio. Ignacio throwing off the blue hood. And with the tag, Ignacio comes in and gets that DDT on Power Surge. Whipping Ignacio under the ropes. Doing some leapfrog. Oh, before that somersault kick. Oh, diving kick. As he stalks the Mad Genius. Power Surge throwing him into the corner. And an arm drag with flourish. And Power Surge bringing down Cervantes and feeling it. Again, Blue Hood has declared that Hero Time will take down Los Villanos and prevent El Albatros from taking over MNW, I suppose. Well, certainly holding the belt with villainous intent. But first, a sling blade and a drop kick from Cervantes. One! Kick out at one. Oh, and there we have it.
And your winners, Hero Time.
And so Hero Time getting a speeding bullet and taking down his adversary. So the first shot is fired in a war between the heroes and the villains, with victory belonging to the Midnight Riders of Hero Time. And we have been seeing a lot of what is going to be coming of Los Villanos' plans, and in particular, the plans of El Albatros and his elimination chamber. And we know the 6 newcomers, well, 5 newcomers, and I'd say at this point 1 veteran. But there's one who, he might be technically one of the newest members of the roster, but he's already made such an impact. And this is, of course, I speak of the living nightmare, Necrom. And yes, he did recently lose his Underworld Championship, and now he has a shot at the greatest prize in our business. How does he feel about that? Well, let's go find out as Necrom approaches ringside. I have already been a champion. And on that level, I have surpassed the bar. Even with being one of the, as they say, newest members of this roster. But as always, yes, I wish the acolytes. Yes, I want the gold and the praise. But, as always, I want the battle. I want to face the best. So this elimination chamber is a rarefied treat that I intend to savor. But I have a message to my fellow chambermates. And in particular, I want to single out the Multiversal Ant and Draco Rex, as they are truly the newest on this roster. I do not want a hollow victory. I want to win this opportunity in a match that will go down in wrestling history. I want to face off against the best there is of the new crop and show my greatness by besting you all. So bring your A game. Well, that's Necrom for you. He is absolutely convinced he's going to win, but he doesn't want to win cheaply. It's this weird line of being somebody who is kind of a bastard, and yet at times you gotta kind of admire him. Make of that what you will. Anyway, as we ponder that, we do need to get ready for, we've got more exciting wrestling action, including the main event, when 2 more Elimination Chamber contenders will face one-on-one in your main event when Multiversal Ant faces Nakano Kirishima. But before we can get there, folks, it's time to pay some bills. So it is time for us to go to a brief commercial break. And when we come back, well, we promised it to you. It is going to be time for the team of OTP and Grizzly Adams to face members of the ICC. Folks, we will see you after the break.
Feel the warm, milky, healing, Jesus-powered goodness that is Lactatanks. Step inside or be thrown in forcibly by registered Anon after you've gotten the shit beaten out of you by multiple people in one wrestling match. We swear nobody has ever died in a Lactatank. What is the Lacta made of in the Lactatank? We have no fucking clue, but we enjoy it anyways, and you will too. Lactatanks, come feel our warm, creamy, healing Jesus goodness.
Multiverse, Nexus Wrestling's Warzone, Flashbang, and Firing Line are all proudly sponsored by Enraptured Beauty. Our products, rather than using unnatural and harmful chemicals, revitalize your skin by boosting the natural elements already present and enhance your natural beauty so you too can love your best self.
It's morning in Multiverse, and rest of day looms looking to break the weary like monster-breaking human twig in a wrestling ring. But there is remedy. Squash roast coffee, made from finest naturally grown beans for best wake-up energy. That's because every bean have 10 beans within. That'll be 10 times more big energy than competing brand. More than enough big squash energy to power through day. Squash roast coffee. It's big cup of good stuff. Now available on decaf, or when there is need to come down from blood rage.
When you want the most detailed and violent-looking pictures of battlegrounds, look for Perfect Snap Photography. We do bar fights, wars, underground wrestling, and weddings.
My wedding dress, you fat harlot!
Remember, Perfect Snap Photography. It'll be bloody perfect in a snap.
You too can now wage war against the flabby wrestlers of MNW with your own exclusive Zacko action figure. It comes with trios tag belt accessories and nut-kicking action. Pull the cord to hear Zacko's famous quotes.
Get that microphone away from me before I shot up your...
The Zacko Duo action figure, sold separately.
Whether you're working at home or giving your opponent work, we here at Lowe's are there for you. We're here with our sturdy tables and ladders that cease to exist if broken in half. We're here with rings that can stand up to even the most grueling of hoss fights. And when a locker room door is inevitably smashed by an angry lion woman, or a fiery undead leaves burn marks all over your paint, Lowe's will be there with a little elbow grease, a substandard 2x4, and a 6-figure bill. Don't believe me? Listen to these satisfied customers.
You know, I like Lowe's because they have tables that I can put pizza on because everyone else keeps breaking the goddamn tables.
This is Raphael Sampson here to remind you that Lowe's brand lumber is subpar at best. You deserve better. And trust me, I would know. I worship a god.
Sometimes when executing wrestling justice, I've had to break down a few barriers and a few walls.
Oh, fucking damn it, Max, my wall!
Thank goodness I shop at Lowe's so I can get the best deal on replacing and fixing all the walls I break.
Lowe's. Do it subpar for more.
Why?
And now, a message from the brass. This has been a message from the brass.
Have you or a beloved faction member suffered from a preventable workplace injury, jobber discrimination, threatening lawsuits from VIP, or harassment from Trashman Jones? You may be entitled to financial compensation and physical retribution. If so, please call Gorewheel & Associates Law Firm to schedule an appointment. We handle all cases, whether they be civil litigation, criminal litigation, or a backstage beatdown. We understand it's tough out here in the Nexus, and you need someone to both watch your back and break the other guys. So call 1-800-NEXUS-DEFENSE. And remember, you don't pay a fee unless we get blood and money for you.
Folks, we're back, and look, we got a camera set up in backstage. We got to go right now because during the commercial break, we discovered that XR Coon is attacking Tommy Black backstage. Why? Well, last week, the Dark Lord said that they were going to become everyone's problem, that they were going to be the boogeymen in the dark. I guess this is part of that, because I can't think of any other reason why the Dark Lords would go after Tommy Black in particular. It's not like they're on good terms with Johan. And, XR, hoisting and slamming Black down. And the beatings, Black fighting back against the Sith Lord. I'm sure Tommy was already in a bad mood from what Johan Mjoln said earlier tonight. And, okay, good, better camera angle, thank you. XR bringing Tommy over to, I guess, somewhere where he feels he can do more damage. And taking the Sith Lord down with a blow like that. Tommy's setting up. Trying to get him in the London dungeon. I don't know if making him tap out backstage is going to do much good, Tommy. XR bringing the pain with that shovel. I guess when you can't have a lightsaber, a shovel will do. Well, he busted Tommy Oak, and that should unleash the Crimson Right. Well, I guess while that's happening, the Force will set you free. All right. Well, that was crazy. Well, Jean Tristram did warn us last week. Well, as we look at how this is going to go, we have been, I guess there's other things we have to deal with. So we're still trying to get ready for that next matchup. Which people were trying to get to gorilla position, but there was a fight going on. Let's listen now. There was a message. So there have been messages sent out from the Absolute units who all lost their belts at Millennium Dragon, that rather than complain, whine, and beg for rematches, that instead they were going to get back into training. And they have asked for none other than Sasquatch Wing to be that trainer. Well, let's hear what Sasquatch Wing has to say.
After nearly 7 years in Nexus, this one finally achieved goal of claiming title. This one now possess Underworld title, and with it, great responsibility. There are many, such as Devin, who seek to claim this belt. Many who will go through much to gain the big strength needed to defeat Sasquatch Wing and become new Underworld champion. This one say, bring it on. Step into the ring with Sasquatch Wing and have big strength put to test. Whether leaving the ring with or without the title, there is much to be gained for all. All grow stronger, Nexus grows stronger, Sasquatch Wing grows stronger. Circle of strength will keep going and going. Absolute units, hear the roar of Sasquatch Wing and let this be first lesson. Give all of strength in all that is done. Every match, every challenge in or out of ring. Open the mind to all that can be learned in these tests. Through this, Forest, Adonis, and Mint will gain true strength and wisdom. This lesson holds true to all others in Nexus as well. Absolute units, this one looks forward to giving strength and wisdom soon. To anyone else that wants the Underworld Championship, who next?
And you heard it here. Sasquatch Wing has accepted the offer to train the absolute units. Well, let's no time like the present. Let's hear how that is being accepted as we head down to ringside and hear from the unit's own TJ Gable. All right, I gotta tell you, I'm looking forward to this. One thing I have learned is there is always wisdom to be gained. That the journey is one you are always on, and that when you stop learning, well, that is when you stop growing. And me, well, I've learned. When I was growing up, I learned in the gym from my boxing coach, and then from my wrestling coach when Adonis, Forrest, and I all went to wrestling school together. I learned when I joined MNW and started facing some of the best wrestlers in the business. And then, when it was time to step up my game, I learned from a mighty Goliath, Gorm, who helped my boys and I learn how to bring ourselves to the next level. And boy, did we bring ourselves to the next level when we achieved the dream of so many and captured gold. I captured the heavyweight title, and Adonis and Forrest were the tag champs. But the truth is, when you're at the top of the hill, everyone's looking to knock you down. And as night follows day, somebody came along and knocked me off that pedestal. And now it's time to go back to school. I've learned from the Goliath. And while I'm not saying he doesn't have more to teach me, it's time to learn something new. And what better source than to go to one of the other longtime veterans and the largest man in business. I like how at the end TJ used squatch phrasing. Showing I think he is ready for those lessons. Because, yeah, it's going to be happening. The absolute units are now officially under the tutelage, under the training of the Underworld Champion, Sasquatch Wing. We'll have to see how that is going to work out. But, when they trained with Gorm, it was great. Now, well, all right. That is something we will have to look into here in the very, very near future. But that is not where we are right now. Because right now, it is time for our penultimate match, and this one is a crazy one. Because Grizzly Adams has promised that he and OTP are going to be the International Combat Club's problem. And that starts tonight. And by tonight, I mean that starts right now. Let's head to ringside.
The following is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, coming to the ring, Croc Vor.
Well, Croc4 coming out on his own. The Cajun Cryptid. And he is looking, well, he's looking to do what he does. His team isn't called One True Pain for nothing.
And introducing their tag team partner, Grizzly Adams.
And speaking of someone who knows how to bring the pain, former Multiversal Heavyweight Champion, member of the Murder Cave Avatar of War, Grizzly Adams.
And introducing their opponents, the International Combat Club.
And here they are, Nice Ice and Glycerius. Nice Ice, who had his attempt to win the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship against TJ Gable, only to have it snatched out from under him by a briefcase cash-in by El Albatros. And while he would love to get another shot, Grizzly Adams has pointed out he has a score to settle and is going to make him and his partners the thorn in the ICC's side. And Croc coming out and taking down the master of Street Lucha, Glycerius. Going for that calf crusher on Glycerius. Croc getting out of the ring, getting back in and immediately caught by Glycerius. A sucker punch by Nice Ice, but a hot tag to Grizzly, and now the big men fight. This has shifted into hoss fight mode. And with that tag, Croc4 coming after Glycerius. But Croc in the wrong part of town and fighting his way out. And a hot tag to Glycerius as Croc tags in Grizzly. And again, it's the big men going at it. And with that, bringing him up and, driving Grizzly Adams down. And going for a hammer strike, but Grizzly countered. And folks, this isn't even your main event. And Nice Eyes hoisting up Adams and, over the head. Looks like this is going to be bad for Grizzly. Oh, slamming him down. Hitting him with that's from Siberia with love. It's a feeding frenzy! Croc with a feeding frenzy on nice ice! Going for the pin! And nice ice. Whipping Grizzly into the ICC corner. And with that kick, Grizzly down again. Nice ice gearing up. Oh, talk about out of nowhere.
And your winners, the team of Croc4 and Grizzly Adams.
Well, I would say Grizzly Adams would say this was a good day's work. And it looks like he has found the right partners to help him torment the International Combat Club. Well, folks, there it is. We have had a crazy night. Lots of action and a lot of people looking towards the future. But now there is but one place left to go. and that is our main event. And we have been talking about this match all night because it has honestly some of the strangest stakes I have seen in quite a while. Because the results of this match will, well, they're basically going to have an effect on a completely, I guess you would say, unrelated match, but I'm not sure how unrelated it is. As Nakano Kirishima is going to face down, is he becoming his arch enemy? Okay, I gotta parse that out. You know what? While I figure out how I want to phrase all of this, let's do the simplest thing. Let's get started. As I said, it is time for your main event. So say it with me. Let's do this.
Your main event is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the Multiverse Hand.
And representing Hero Time, the Multiversal Ant, another of the wrestlers being invited by El Albatros to participate in the Elimination Chamber to become the #1 contender for the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship. Quite an opportunity for a young wrestler like the Ant. Getting ready, but he has to face, well, this man.
And introducing their opponent, Nakano Kirishima.
And it is the Crimson Delinquent representing the Outlaws. And he has got it out for Hero Time, as they are the ones that beat the Outlaws in Dirty Deeds and War Games, causing the leader of the Outlaws, Theron Markov, to be fired. And of course, it's also worth mentioning as we get started, and Nakano takes an early lead. Alba has also invited Nakano into the Elimination Chamber. Going for an early pin. Now the stipulation here is not of either of these wrestlers making. Adrian Driscoll has said that if the multiversal Ant wins, he will not give one chance a rematch against him for the TTV Championship. A belt won, lost in a triple threat match against Driscoll and Ant when Ant tried to protect him from an attack by Driscoll, which unfortunately led to the Ant being pinned. So the Ant might feel he owes Juan that opportunity, but on the other hand, can he stand to lose against his rival? Taking a dive has to be against everything the Hero Time member believes. So a lot of tension in this match. And Nakano in the ring. Doing some dance, but not wanting to win this way. Oh, leaving himself vulnerable to the Ant. And, oh, Ant going after, oh! Kick to the head. The Ant doesn't look like he's trying for a dive, that's for sure. And with that strike, going for a pin. The Ant stalking Nakano. And oh, it but a reversal by Kirishima. And, oh, stomp on the arm. The Ant stalking around the ring. And a kick at it too. Nakano not giving up that easily. Oh, driving the knee. Wait, that's one chance. One chance is coming. Whoa. Okay, what? One. What are you planning? I know you've got a lot riding on this match, but... Okay, I'm hearing from backstage that one said he just wanted to get an up-close look. And back into the ring goes the multiversal Ant. Oh, going for the kick, but the Ant, oh, the Ant is on it. And, oh, hanging, oh, this is, oh, and down he goes with no way to break the fall. And one has just been slowly making his way. Oh! While the camera was away!
And your winner, Nakano Kishima.
Well, the Crimson Delinquent did it, I guess. Juan gets his shot. Wait, Nakano's grabbing a mic. All right, let's cut out the bullshit, all right? Because there's just been a lot of bullshit. I'm talking to you, Adrian Driscoll. You're a fucking coward, making everyone here your pawns. Well, I, for one, don't have time for this bullshit. Now, I got my pound of flesh from the ant. But now, you like deals? How about I make you an offer, Driscoll? Put that belt of yours on the line. Against all of us. You won in a three-way. Let's add a fourth. Go up against all of this. Or the next person I'm gonna beat the hell out of this whole roster until I get my hands on you. 'Cause you... Man, at least the Outlaws, we're honest about what we're doing. We will do the job. We will cash the check. We will go low down and dirty. But at least we won't pretend to be friendly with you while we're doing it. You know when we're coming after you. And guess what, Driscoll? I'm coming after you. So, what do you say, Adrian? Do we have a deal? Or does my buddy CJR and I have to hunt you down and beat a deal out of you? So, you ready? Because I'm going to give you this. At least the ant put up a fight. So my question, Driscoll, is, will you? Well, there you go. I'm going to be honest, first off, that match was cleaner than I expected. I'm not sure what Juan was doing. Maybe he was just wanting to see it firsthand, because it's not like he did anything. He was just standing there, and technically the deal has been fulfilled. Driscoll said he would give Juan a chance if the ant lost. The ant lost, but now Nakano is throwing random numbers into it, wanting to impose himself an ant into that match. Which means Juan has to do it multiple opponents again. Oh, and we got this post as soon as he got backstage, Nakano saying, "For the record, my red badge of honor, head wound, would indicate the ant was not taking a dive. Good on you." You know what? The Outlaws might be the scum of the earth, but at least they're straightforward. Yeah, you gotta give them that. But I don't know what chaos we can be expecting coming forward, going on. It's all craziness, but I only know one thing for sure. And that is that we are out of time. Hope you have all enjoyed the show. Join us next week for whatever chaos is coming out of all of this. And until then, I have been your host, Jerry Aldini. Good night.